Until you go live.
Hello and welcome to Virtual Concert Hall's live music channel. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Chris Au and I am a pianist and host of today's show. We're really excited for today because we have a wonderful show, RACHMANINOFF concert coming up featuring the Colburn School and some very exciting news ahead. This channel, Virtual Concert Halls, is dedicated to bringing live performances and events from international artists delivered to audiences from around the globe. Hello and welcome to Virtual Concert Hall's live music channel. My name is Chris Au and I'm really excited to be presenting a wonderful show for you featuring the Colburn School. In collaboration with the Colburn School, we'll be presenting a concert as well as some very, very exciting news about the Colburn School. This is amazing. We are also presenting a concert by faculty members Micah Yui and Fabio Bidini, dedicated to two wonderful occasions. First of which we are honoring Sergei Rachmaninoff's birthday, which happened a few days ago on April 1st. And we are also celebrating the groundbreaking news of the new concert hall at the Colburn School in LA. They have the Colburn School with the Performing Arts Center, but now they have a new place with a new hall with many other exciting things to share, designed by none other than Frank Gehry, who also designed the Walt Disney Concert Hall that's across the street from the Colburn School. We will be hearing a glorious performance by Micah Yui and Fabio Bidini, two wonderful pianists who will be performing Rachmaninoff Suite, Fantaisie-Tableaux for two pianos, Opus 5. So you'll be hearing a wonderful performance as well as some news on what's happening in LA. Los Angeles is home of the Walt Disney Concert Hall as well as the Colburn School, and they're opening a new Colburn Center for everybody to enjoy. The performance will be coming to us from Thayer Hall of the Colburn School, and you get to experience firsthand, live, from Virtual Concert Halls, the talent and creativity of the Colburn's distinguished faculty artists. Let me introduce them. So first, but definitely not least, Micah Yui is an acclaimed Canadian pianist who has appeared in orchestras, in recital, and as a chamber musician on 3 continents. She has performed for dignitaries of Japan and Canada and has been awarded 3 Canada Council grants, the Edmonton Civic Award and the Alberta Achievement Award. A winner of numerous competitions and prizes, her recording of the Block Concerto Symphonique with the London Symphony was awarded Record of the Year by Stereophile magazine. Miss Yui received the Bachelor of Music degree at the Juilliard School, where she was one of 3 students of the pianist Bela Davidovich. She received her artist diploma at the Royal Conservatory of Music in Toronto and a Masters of Music at the University of Toronto. She also received a graduate performance degree from the Peabody Conservatory, where she was one of 6 students in the studio of the legendary Leon Fleischer. Equally committed to mentoring the next generation of artists, Ms. Yui has served on the faculty of the Royal Conservatory of Music in Toronto, the Peabody Preparatory School, the Heifetz International Music Institute, and the Music Institute of Chicago. Currently, Ms. Yui teaches piano at the Colburn School's Community School of Performing Arts and at the Colburn School Music Academy. She's an accomplished artist, and we're so pleased to be able to hear her alongside Fabio Bidini, who is one of the most recognized pianists and pedagogues alive today. Bernard Holland of the New York Times stated that he is capable of an admirable simplicity, truly touching. Fabio Bidini began his studies at the age of 5, and since then has won amazing awards. He made his final graduation as magna cum laude and was one of the youngest graduates of the prestigious Conservatorio Santa Cecilia in Rome. Pianists who have made a significant contribution to his artistic development were Orazio Frugoni and Maria Tipo. After winning top prizes in the most famous international piano competitions, Fabio Bidini's sensational success at the Busoni and at the Van Cliburn International Piano Competition opened him the door to a constantly growing international career. Since then, he's been a frequent guest of the most prominent orchestras worldwide, including San Francisco Symphony, the Dallas Symphony, the Budapest Festival Orchestra, and the Chamber Orchestra of Philadelphia, among many, many others. He has also collaborated with leading conductors of our time, including Michael Tilson-Thomas, Ivan Fischer, and many, many more. He is a much in-demand recording artist and chamber musician, having recorded 14 CDs with leading record companies such as BMG, Naxos, Classicord, Musikstrasse, EPR, True Sounds, and many more. He has, in 2005, he accepted a professorship in the piano department of the Universität der Künste, Berlin. In 2009, he won one of the most important chairs for piano in Germany at the Hochschule für Musik Hans Seiler in Berlin. In 2015, the Colburn Conservatory of Music in Los Angeles founded the Carol Colburn Grigor Piano Chair for Fabio Bidini, and he has since served as faculty at that prestigious conservatory there. He is an official Steinway artist, and you'll be hearing two amazing concert grand Steinways in concert today. This is a groundbreaking event. Not only do we get to celebrate Rachmaninoff's birthday, which happened a few days ago, but we also get to hear some amazing piano playing, followed also by a exhibition of the new Frank Gehry-designed Colburn Center. This is really exciting news, as it's going to be a 100,000-foot expansion of the original and existing Colburn School, which will be incredible. I'm going to show you on their own website themselves what you have to expect. What you can see is a beautifully designed space that is open and is surrounded by within downtown Los Angeles, but it's also going to feature the Terry and Jerry Cole Hall, which is an extraordinary, intimate, and accessible concert hall worthy of artists who call Los Angeles home. And those who come to visit, it also will feature a convertible 100-seat dance studio theater, where young ballet dancers, which are part of the Colburn School, will get to perform. They will feature ballet and tap studios, a study center, many public spaces, green spaces, and of course state-of-the-art affordable performance spaces to welcome artists, organizations, and many different musicians and artists of the Los Angeles area. Look at that. That's just some of the most beautiful concert halls I've ever seen. I love this design and the wood, amazing. This is going to be really exciting. As you can see, this is the Terry and Jerry Cole Hall, and this is just going to feature so many different orchestral performances, as well as opera and theater, ballet, much more. This is in downtown Los Angeles, and you can see here on this corner, this is the existing Colburn School, and just down the road, just a little bit, you'll get the new Colburn Center, which will feature all this amazing space around it. So alongside that, there is also green spaces you can see. And we're also going to pivot to show you a little video of the time lapse of this construction of the Colburn Center. I hope you enjoy. So as you can see, it's amazing of a feat of engineering, let alone of design. And I want to talk a little bit about who actually designed it. And this is part of the design team, which features, of course, the world famous Frank Gehry, and then who's in charge of designing, as well as different people who are in charge of the acoustics, such as Yasuhisa Toyota of Nagata Acoustics, the acoustician for the Walt Disney Concert Hall. We've also featuring Michael Ferguson of CDNA, who is consulting, as well as Fred Vogler, a Grammy Award-winning sound engineer, as well as the company Olin, who creates distinguished landscapes and urban designs worldwide. You can see this in front is the current Colburn School, and the Colburn Center is going to follow. This is a really and truly exciting time for the Colburn School, and I'm really excited that we will be able to have a concert in the Thayer Concert Hall. We will take a short little break, and we will introduce the concert very, very soon. And in the meantime, please enjoy, and we will take a tiny break and come back in a little while. Thank you. Hello and welcome to Virtual Concert Halls. We are about to listen to a fantastic concert from the Colburn School. I introduced to you the program for today, which is Rachmaninoff's first suite for two pianos, kind of called Fantaisie-Tableaux. But I will also want to introduce the performers, namely Micah Yui, who's a Canadian pianist who has appeared in some of the greatest halls and has been awarded many different awards in the US and Canada. Currently, she serves as piano faculty at the Colburn School, Community School of Performing Arts, and at the Music Academy. She will be playing with Colburn School faculty member Fabio Bidini, who is a wonderful, fantastic pianist, and I cannot wait to listen to them work together. Fabio Bidini has such an incredible career, having performed with some of the greatest orchestras in the US, such as the San Francisco Symphony, and some of the best conductors in the world, such as Michael Tilson Thomas and even Ivan Fischer. He is a wonderful recording artist, chamber musician. But before the concert starts, as you can see, we are currently going to you live from Thayer Hall. Thayer Hall has some of the most beautiful, intimate acoustics there, and you will hear two beautiful Steinway concert grands playing this wonderful piece, the first suite, Opus 5 by Rachmaninoff, called Fantaisie-Tableaux. I want to tell you a little bit about the piece you're about to listen to, but first I want to also tell you that this is an event to promote and also to highlight the new Colburn Center, which is being built, designed by Frank Gehry and some of the most incredible acoustic technicians in the world. And we talked a little bit about that before, so if you missed it, go back and we'll show you this whole sequence of the building of it, the construction of it, as well as just the incredible future that the Colburn School has. Now, the Sergei Rachmaninoff wrote this suite, this two-piano suite, in 1893. Sergei Rachmaninoff, as you may or may not know, is one of the most beloved composers and towering pianists as well as conductors in the world. He was able to do it all, and he is such an incredible composer, conductor, and pianist. We revere him for everything. Now, he wrote this in 1893, the suite for two pianos, after he had just graduated from the Moscow Conservatory. He dedicated this piece to the great composer, the Russian composer Tchaikovsky, and after he had graduated, he dedicated this piece to him. You can hear the influence of Tchaikovsky within this music that you hear. There are four wonderful movements, and I'll tell you a little bit about it in a little while. You can hear the influence of Tchaikovsky in this music. You can hear it in the musical textures, the sweeping, lush expressivity, and all four movements contain poetry, each representing sort of a different romantic scene, and it's just a really wonderful piece that features something that he will later explore in the Etude Tableau, where you get different kind of images that sometimes are revealed. Respighi was able to find out some of these images within the Etude Tableau, but not all of them. Sometimes these kind of pictures and images are best left to the imagination, and that's what you get a lot within Rachmaninoff's music. But for this piece, we get a lot of information, actually. The first movement is a barcarolle, which is a boat song, and it's very likely that there's an influence within the Italian opera scene, as well as Chopin's own barcarolle, which is one of the most beautiful pieces of music. And barcarolle is not uncommon to Rachmaninoff's sort of energy, as well as his oeuvre. This barcarolle depicts the melancholy strains of the gondolier's serenade, as the undulations of the waves symbolize the surges of love. It was inspired by Mikhail Lermontov's poem of the same name. The wide range of the two pianos that you'll hear, played by Micah Yui and Fabio Bidini, will suggest an almost symphonic sense of color, bright, glistening splashes of light, glint of the highest notes. I heard them rehearsing this a little earlier, and it is so beautiful, so spectacular. I know you will enjoy it. Now, the second of four movements is titled The Night, the Love, which features the passion of a nocturnal tryst accompanied by the warbling of the nightingale. Such beautiful imagery that really evokes the imagination to think of what it is to be in the night with someone you love, this romantic fantasy that this piece is about. In the opening bars, the song of a nightingale emerges, and this nightingale is holds such a big place in a lot of the composer's oeuvre, because the the bird is so free and sings so beautifully. And this is what you're going to hear, especially in the falling third, or the interval of the falling third. That's what represents the song of the nightingale. Mysterious and sensuous cascades of chromaticism build to an ecstatic climax. This music was inspired by Lord Byron's Parisina, and I'm sure you'll get a lot of that sort of romantic imagery, as well as in the harmony and the melody and the colors that these two wonderful pianists, Micah Yui and Fabio Bidini, will perform. The third piece is titled Tears, and it unfurls with canonic cascades of descending notes, emblematic of falling tears, and it's based on a poem by Fyodor Tyutchev, and we hear this musical equivalent of flowing teardrops. How incredible is that, to be able to put into music, into the pianistic writing, this idea of falling tears? I think after the Germanic school of romanticism, depicting with Schubert's Lieder, as well as Schumann's Lieder, and then Brahms and his music, we are progressively using instruments to portray romantic imagery, and I think this is such a wonderful way to do so. Expansive harmonic vistas open up, yet the final bars bring a gloomy, despairing march that might remind you of Tchaikovsky's Pathetic Symphony number 6. So this again is a sort of hearkening to his mentor, his teacher, Tchaikovsky. And the fourth movement is titled Easter, and it's at once terrifying and triumphant, with the epic tolling of Russian Orthodox church bells resounding seemingly throughout the entire earth. Russian Orthodox church bells is such a common trope as well as technique used throughout Rachmaninoff's music, and it's incredible because it really brings life as well as this calling. And throughout his entire life, even like from his early works to the works towards the end, this idea continues to prevail. I always think that not only was Rachmaninoff a very spiritual or connected person, but these Russian Orthodox bells bring something true to home, to something of a calling to the homeland, the motherland. And I think this is, without him realizing it, although it's beginning of his career, something that's going to follow him throughout his life. Alexei Khomyakov's poem Easter captures this atmosphere really well. We're about 3 minutes in, and I want to read you a little line of the poetry that best encapsulates this poem before we open up the stage to this performance. The poem reads, "Across the earth a mighty bell is ringing until all the booming air rocks like the sea, as silver thunderings sing forth the tidings, exulting in that holy victory." Now, especially as we're in Easter season and we just experienced the Easter Sunday, I think this is very appropriate and very fitting to listen to not only the Barcarolle, but we're also going to listen to The Night, the Love, some wonderful poetry by Rachmaninoff, and Tears, which is the third piece, the third movement, and finally Easter, proclaiming some sort of victory, some sort of resounding triumph amongst what has been actually quite a inward kind of 3 movements before that. And I really am looking forward to this performance very much. We're about to start. We'll take a short little intermission just before we begin, and we'll introduce the show as it starts. Hello and welcome to Virtual Concert Hall's live music channel. As you can see, we're coming to you from Thayer Hall of the Colburn School in Los Angeles. This is a very exciting event as they are unveiling and revealing the Colburn Center, which will be constructed and will be finishing soon, and everyone will get to participate in joining everybody there in Los Angeles. We're currently in Thayer Hall, which is in the existing part of the Colburn School. And as you can see, the lights are dimmed, but the concert is about to start. We anticipate them starting on time. And what are they playing, you may ask? Well, they're playing Rachmaninoff's Suite for two pianos, Opus 5, titled Fantaisie-Tableaux. And as I mentioned a little earlier in my little program notes, there's going to be four movements. The first movement being a barcarolle, the second movement being called The Night, The Love, featuring a nightingale and sounds of a nocturne. The third called Tears, and you can hear the falling teardrops that will result. And the final movement being called Easter, which is the calling of this amazing epic tolling of Russian Orthodox church bells. The performance will be played by none other than the amazing faculty members of the Colburn School, Micah Yui, as well as Fabio Bidini. This is such a wonderful concert, and you can see them on stage. They're probably backstage right now getting ready to perform what is going to be a fantastic performance of this Rachmaninoff Suite. Rachmaninoff wrote two of these two piano suites, and this first one was dedicated to Tchaikovsky. And what a wonderful way to hear these two pianos being played. By the way, they because Fabio Bidini and Micah are both Steinway artists, you'll be hearing this performance on a Steinway. We're coming to you from Thayer Hall, and the performance is about to begin, and I am really excited to hear this. This is a wonderful concert that is going to bring in, as a part of a different, of a show that showcases the Colburn Center. There's many performances that are happening throughout the Colburn School today. So audiences who are at the Colburn School are actually part of a different kind of tour where different performances by students, by faculty members and guest artists are going to be featured to bring more awareness to this. There's a wonderful newspaper article written, and I think we're about to begin the show. This is Sergei Rachmaninoff's first piano suite, Opus 5. You are going to hear it played by Micah Yui and Fabio Bidini. And without further ado, I think we're in for a really wonderful treat. Please enjoy. What a wonderful performance. This is the Colburn School coming to you from their Thayer Hall, which is a smaller, medium-sized hall. And they had Fabio Bidini and Micah Yui just performed the suite for two pianos by Rachmaninoff, Opus 5. We just heard movements 1, 2, 3, and 4, which are titled Barcarolle. We have Night, as well as Thayer, and last of all, Easter, which you just heard. What an exciting program. This is in celebration of the unveiling of the Frank Gehry-designed Colburn Center, which you'll see very soon. And if you scroll back to the beginning of our video, you'll see the full explanation of what happened, but we can also show you some images of what to expect. This Colburn Center will be built, is in construction, and is being built, and we're very pleased to be able to unveil it to you. In fact, I think we have a little time to show a quick video of that construction timeline so everybody can at least imagine for themselves what the Colburn Center is going to look like in the future. The Colburn Center is in construction, and you're going to see it very soon. This is an unveiling of a wonderful Frank Gehry-designed Colburn Center, which is in addition to the existing Colburn School, where you just heard the concert in Thayer Hall, performed by Fabio Bidini and Micah Yui. This is wonderful. I want to give a big hand to the performers, as well as to the Colburn School, as well as the AV guys from the Colburn School. They did such a marvelous job curating not only the camera angles, but also the sound and working together. This is a wonderful experience, and Virtual Concert Halls is so passionate about bringing these kind of live performances to you, our audience, and thank you for joining us. I want to give a big hand also to our team. This is our productions. As you can see, we have an amazing amount of productions that we do, from interviews, broadcasts, we have auditions, we have competitions, we have events at the Vowel Recital Hall in Carnegie Hall, as well as many other halls and concert halls around the world. We're collaborating with orchestras, and you can check our season at www.virtualconcerthalls.com. We have wonderful information at there, as well as soundexpressivecompetition.com, as well as progressivemusicians.com and coorchestra.com. These are some of our events that are coming up. We are collaborating with wonderful people, and Colburn School is one of our most prestigious connections. We are so proud to be able to host this concert, and also very proud of our team of amazing performers, but also technicians who do everything from script writing to producing shows to directing the shows to tech checking everybody, and also writing scripts and making sure social media is also part of our artillery to make sure everyone finds out more about this music. We also have a fantastic Beethoven documentary show, as well as many different interviews that you will see throughout the season. We are on live every single day, and we're proud to be providing amazing content for our music lovers and audiences out there, and this is just a part of what we do. I'd love to see the Colburn School again and have wonderful performances by musicians at the Colburn School. For now, thank you so much for joining us today. This is Virtual Concert Halls reporting from Thayer Hall, Colburn School as well, and I look forward to seeing all next time. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
No matter where you are or who you are, music connects us all. We started with a dream, but now we are paving the future. Welcome to the Sound Espressiva Global Competition. Fully virtual, yet bringing musicians closer together than ever before, now on a global scale. True live, inclusivity, diversity, connection, community, an extraordinary array of judges. Get noticed by companies all over the world. Prizes, scholarships, performance opportunities, Apply to be a part of the most exciting congregation of artists, like nothing you've ever seen before. We guarantee quality and leave no musician behind. We can't wait to hear you on the virtual stage.